It's probably just gonna be a new body. I bet you it's what it's gonna be. Is that what it's gonna be? That's what it's gonna be, ain't it?
My apologies for keeping you waiting.
Vritra, I presume.
Yay! Greetings and salutations, crewmates. Sorry this is late again, but you know how it goes in the world of having a 9 to 5 still. You gotta get things done. But here we are with our catch-up of 6.2, the main story quest. I decided to split all the offshoot into 6.3 because some of it comes later. Like most of this was done pre 6.25, which is when the new Hildebrand stuff pops up. And I want to go through all of Hildebrand again because I'm pretty sure that's fun and zany and whatnot. So I'll be doing that right before 6.3 drops, in addition to doing 6.3. Until then, we just went through the 6.2 main story quest to get that out of the way and get caught up on that one. Which, by the way, was amazeballs. Ooh, this music's so good. Welcome to y'all. So, 6.2. Man, that was some goodness, man. I enjoyed a lot of it. Starting from the beginning, as you saw, when we got Mr. Man's new body. Oof. I knew they were going to glow my man up. I thought they were just going to do 1 and 2, but it looks like they're probably going to glow him up slow and slower. I wouldn't be surprised if when Sis gets resurrected, we get a nice, a nice Ari vessel for her. For reasons. Unsurprisingly, the Tomos just worked. Like, it just worked. I had a little bit of doubts, but not too many, and it just worked. So, that was fine.
It worked. We should have no trouble passing through a gate of that size.
That dropped us right into the Troya dungeon. Like, we didn't even get to explore the void at all. Just straight to the dungeon. It's like, alright, we in there. This is how we do it. It is Troya, which I remember from my Final Fantasy IV times. I lived in Final Fantasy IV. And I remember it because it was a place loving of water. Not because it was a place with pretty women everywhere. I swear that is not the reason I remember Troya. Aside from that, I did choose to go through the dungeon with the trusts, and I might do that for the rest of it for a while just to get through them easier. They get the job done. If you're nervous about mechanics, they do it hopefully pretty well. So if you're not better than the AI, you're good. If you're not worse than the AI, you should be straight. And it felt like rolling with the crew. It was more like going through the story. It wasn't like having to stop and wait and then go through it with Ronald and then come back and the crew was just like, no, you guys just kept it rolling. Sadly, I didn't get any tank gear though. No tank gear at all. Scarmillion got treated very well. Like, the moment you see him, you're like, yep, that's what Scarmillion is about. He's about to die, and you gotta kill him 2 more times. And sure enough, he comes back. And you gotta kill him again. Once the dungeon is over, though, you're still stuck in the castle. And all the voices are just wandering around. And at the bottom of the castle, they're like, hey, there's a clever one downstairs. You're like, a clever one? Immediately when you see this clip, you're like, okay, that's just the one that was hanging out with Xenos. And now they get purified by the crystal, or their darkness removed by the crystal that you got gifted from Heidelin before in the past theirs. So that removed most of the voidsent part of her, and she became just most of her mortal self, which is obviously the Reaper part, which is where Xenos was getting Reaper powers from, instead of being a samurai, which it was before. She didn't have a name, so we gave her the name Zero, because we were like, hey, we can't just not call you nothing. And she was like, just call me Voidsent. And we were like, nah, dang. And she was giving us the rundown of the world, which is the rundown of every world. It's like, hey, we're by exchange. You want to get something, you got to give something. And once that's happened, we know, Scarmillion reminds us that, hey, I'm not gone. Did you guys think I was gone? Why did you guys think I was gone? And I'm like, oh yeah, why did we think he was gone? So we deal with Scarmillion again. And by dealing with him again, it alerts good old Golbez and Barbarisha, who gets pissy. I don't remember Barbarisha getting pissy and stuff like that, but in this preparation of her, she's a bit more aggressive than she usually is, it seems. Because she comes straight after. Which would be fine if that trial was better. I like the portrayal they did of Barbarisha, despite the super aggressiveness, but that trial was too damn long, man. Like, my eyes glazed over, and all I did was dodge and hit buttons for like a good 5 minutes, and then looked up and she was at like 60%, and I was like, what the heck? And then there was the part where I was like, oh, am I tanking or am I off tanking? Oh look, there's a double tank buster, let me go in that. Oh look, there's this, let me go do that. Oh look, I was just like, this is not, I'm not enjoying this, I'm just going through it. And then I'm going through it 3 more times. And if at one of these times we all die, thankfully I didn't, because you know, your boy's a member of soldier, he don't be dying. It was just too damn long. The mechanics themselves, however, I will have to say, the mechanics themselves individually were fine. Like if I were to take that apart, the length of the fight that I didn't enjoy, I thought it was fine. It was fine. The mechanics were fine. Stuff with the hair, not being able to move outside the circles, that was pretty interesting. And then after that, you're gonna spend some nice quality time with good old friend Zero there, which I thought was cool. We had to ditch the little brother for a reason, but other than that, we had a good time hanging out. You get to watch her not know how to eat, which makes perfect sense. I love things like that. Where you're like, yeah, why would this person eat with their mouth? They have no reason to do that.
Wait. Don't tell me you don't know how to eat?
I took what I needed from it. What's the problem?
Where's the enjoyment in that? You're supposed to bite, to chew, to savor, and then swallow.
Then I noticed, as we were checking out, the crew is currently Estinian and Yestola, and I'm like, this is the 2 most popular characters right now. This crew is legit, and Zero's popping in just right along with us. Like, okay, let's go. So I'm looking forward to going, doing more with that and going up against Riberkanth. Not looking forward to Cognazio. I can't stand Cognazio. Like, I think it's less the fact that he tricks you as being, spoilers for Final Fantasy IV, less about him tricking you by being the king, more about him, his water wall that reflects everything you do is inconsistent. It's supposed to be like every other turn, every couple turns, and it's always inconsistent. Expect to see that in a trial, by the way. That's gonna be some nuts. Else, I'm looking forward to whatever they got coming up. Golbez may try to hit up the moon. He was kind of WrestleMania sign pointing at the moon there. So we gonna have to see what that's all be about. Until then, I hope the story's going good. I'm enjoying this new adventure, and I will continue hanging out here. And it's funny how it be like that, y'all. The nice sunny day went away from me. Now it's a nice starry night. Ooh, a shooting star though. Make a wish, y'all. Here this nice starry night here in Thavnir. I'ma see y'all later on different travels, crewmates. Y'all keep your ISP above 0.